It's in this moment in our service that we want to inform you so you could know how to pray, so that you would be empowered, so that you could know what to do. Remember, Leonardo da Vinci said 3 classes of people in the world: those who see when they are shown, and those who do not see. We want to be of the category of those that see. In 1 Chronicles 12:32, it talks about the sons of Issachar. In their times, they understood their times, and they knew what they were supposed to do. We, as Christ followers, need to understand the times in which we are living. I want to talk about the marijuana madness in our culture today. I didn't know this, but according to a recent Gallup poll, a majority of people now say they smoke marijuana more than cigarettes in the United States of America. That's a first. 16% of Americans say they currently smoke marijuana, with 48% of respondents sharing that they have tried it at some point in time in their life. The poll was released August 16th of this year, and the study examined people's attitudes regarding recreational marijuana and the benefits to society. The bright spot in the polling found that half of Americans think that it is bad for society. Gallup's poll discovered that marijuana users was highest between the ages of 18 and 34. 30% of the respondents smoke pot. 22% consume marijuana edibles. These numbers are significantly lower in both categories of adults ages 35 to 54, only 16%, and Americans 55 and older, only 7%. In July of this year, 3 prominent Senate Democrats introduced legislation to decriminalize marijuana at the federal level. The Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act, introduced by Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Senator Cory Booker, and Ron Wyden, would remove marijuana from the list of federally controlled substances, but it could still be outlawed at the state level. Presently, there are 19 states that have legalized marijuana. We have a picture of some of the people that are advocating for the legalization of marijuana. I would hope that's not the group you want to be a part of, but anyway. Legalization fanatics are high on this legislation. All right. Some of you got that. Now, these fanatics are reminding Congress you can't spell health care without THC. And even Hollywood is lending support. They're considering changing 007's name to Bong James Bong. Okay, enough with the jokes. This is a real danger. The average cannabis joint, according to Kevin Sabat, who is an anti-legalization advocate, and according to modern science, the average cannabis joint is 4 to 5 times stronger than it was 50 years ago, with 20 to 25% THC potency. Concentrates and edibles are engineered to be more addicting by profit-seeking pot firms and are 100% potent. Legalization, the danger of it is it implies that there is no risk with marijuana use, and we know that there is, and it's about the young generation and the message that we're sending to them. I was talking to a esteemed law enforcement person that has had extensive training in this, and the workshops that they've conducted, and many of you in science and in medicine, you know that the chemical substance of marijuana, the chemicals that are used to mass production of marijuana today are much more lethal because of those chemicals, which are, and I even have read this in some of my research, they're triggering mental psychotic breakdowns. Epileptic seizures. This is a serious topic. It is extremely dangerous. Some people say, well, the benefits. Do the benefits outweigh the risks? I would submit to you they don't. And just because something is beneficial in the short term doesn't mean it's beneficial in the long run. When I used to do pastoral counseling in my former church, I met with a husband who said, my extramarital affair, it was so much fun, and it reduced so much stress in my life initially, right? So just because something feels good or is good in the short run doesn't mean it's beneficial in the long run. And I can't help but think what will become of a society where the government pushes legalized drugs on top of alcohol consumption, mixed with all the sordid entertainments that are at our disposal today. I can't help but think this was the fall of Rome. While Rome was crumbling, the powers that be at that time, they just kept giving the masses bread and circuses. Bread and circuses is the phrase from the Roman times. Fun and games, fun and games. Keep the masses distracted with superficial appeasements while Rome crumbles. I want to end with a quote from Malcolm Muggeridge. He said this: "All these exercises in self-gratification seem pure fantasy, what Pascal called licking the earth."